All right, I've been in Lewes, Delaware all winter, and there's a boat up here, a Bristol 1972. I think it's a 40-footer, and it's for sale. I think you can almost get it for free. So let's go down there and take a look at it. So there's the boat right there, and there's a for sale sign that sets down here at the bottom. I'm pretty sure it says $2,000, but that's not what he told me. Yeah, so it's a 1972. Oh, it's a 34-foot, and it says call Scott. Let's see, call Scott at 302-258-5841. So it don't look that bad. It's got encapsulated keel. You know, it's got a little cheap prop on it. Let's take a walk around the whole outside real quick, and then we'll go up top. So I really haven't seen any places. That thing would buff out pretty shiny. I haven't seen anywhere where there's any real scratches or anything. You see that? That hole, it's in pretty good shape. That's a pretty nice paint job. So it's got a tiller. So that'd make it cheap to put a autopilot on there. And the cockpit's pretty good size.
Yeah, I saw that. I've been up in it.
It's got some kind of air conditioner on the top.
I think they must have lived in it or used it as a summer home or something.
So let's go down inside the cabin. So it's not as bad as some of the boats I've showed you. So let's go see if there's an anchor chain. You guys see? I don't see one. I don't see one. I mean, it's a project boat. There's the holding tank, or a holding tank. I mean, it's tight. It's either tight, or I just got fat over the winter. And then there's the toilet. I think that's where the holding tank used to go, right there. And there's the front room and the kitchen. It's got a little bed on the left. And another place where you could put maybe a full size. But it needs work. You have to clean it up. And it's been raining. It's been raining all night. There's a water spot. So there's a couple places where it's leaking. It's an old boat. It's an old boat for almost free. And look, it's got a brand new refrigerator and compressor right there. Got like a little microwave. You see that right there? That ain't cheap. I'm gonna tell you. Brand new, you're gonna pay. It's got a little refrigerator. And then the motor. Who knows? Who knows if that motor is good? But I bet it is. I bet it'll start. And then back there, look, there's a nice, decent water heater back there. But it's probably good. So that's it. It's a free boat. It's a free boat. One last thing. There's the Genoa right here. So it doesn't look that bad shape. So, and then the main is still outside on the mast. And there's a, you know, there's the turnbuckles. So they're old. So, you know, you could take this boat out probably and go sail it. If you could get it to start, you could probably take this boat out and go sail it. You just can't go out there in 30-mile-an-hour winds right off the get-go. Look at this little fishing boat. Not bad. It says it's made out of Kevlar. I like it. Small. Called a salt marsh. Never seen that before. Pretty cool. So I'm back to the boat. And there were some projects I did in the last 4 months. So I put that dryer in. And we just bought a $120 freezer and put it in there. You know, this thing uses less energy than the 2 compressors I got for my refrigerators. And then I added, like right there, that water hose to where you can pull it over here and set it under. There is my bilge. You can spray it out, so you can clean the bilge out with that hose. So right under the sink is where the compressors are for the refrigerator, and they're DC. And those little suckers, those are just like the one that was up there at that boat. And those are expensive. Those are just that right there is about $1,300. And that doesn't count this. Where's it at? That. And that's about another $700. So those will never get replaced. Those will get thrown away. And then if I ever, you know, spend the money for a new refrigeration, right there, I'd put drawer freezers. And you can get those drawer freezers for like $700 a piece if they're 120 volt. And then if you want one that's DC, you're going to pay a lot more. So right over there under the SETI is a Hart interface inverter charger, and that thing will charge my batteries at 130 amps if they're setting low, because I have 1250 amp hour batteries. You know, that's a pretty old inverter. It will overheat I have these 2 diesel heaters. If you're running the 2 diesel heaters that are DC, it will, and then you start your generator to charge your batteries up, and your batteries are like maybe at 70%. It'll kick like about, I don't know, somewhere between 90 amps for about a half hour or so into the batteries. It'll overheat. You have to turn those diesel heaters off to keep it from overheating. But, you know, I think some point you're going to have solar, and you're going to have solar chargers. So I don't think the efficiency that you're going to lose by using refrigerator units that are 120, pulling off that inverter, I don't think the efficiency is going to matter that much. You know, only like when you're charging your batteries, you probably have to turn your refrigerator units off, let your batteries charge, and then, you know, turn them back on. But you're going to have, if you have a good solar chargers and a lot of solar panels, that you're not even going to be charging your batteries off your inverter that much anyway. So I think it's better, because, you know, you can buy those drawer units for, I don't know, maybe $700. And if you bought the Marine ones that are DC, I think they go around, they're probably around $2,000 a piece. So that's $4,000. I'd rather pay $1,400 and have the income. You know, who cares about the little bit of efficiency? So about in 4 days, I've got a sail to northern part of the Chesapeake. And Friday, we leave Friday, and it says 30-mile-an-hour winds with gusts to 35, probably maybe more. Because whenever it says 30, or 20, it's always 10 miles an hour more. And then Saturday is supposed to drop down to 20, and then 15 on Sunday. But I'm on a time schedule. I got to leave Friday, so it's going to be tough sail. So I'm gonna do a little video. I'll show you guys what it's like to be out there when that wind is getting up there. It makes me nervous, but I'm gonna do it. And I mean, I've done it probably 10, 15 times, so you know, it ain't that big a deal. It ain't that big a deal. And this boat, she's pretty tough. She's got those 2 stay sails that you can just furl out, and if you're out there in 30-mile-an-hour winds, you can bring the first stay sail out maybe a quarter of the way, and then the back one out a third of the way. And man, you can be out there in 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds and just all day long. So that's the video, and I'll see you tomorrow. That's all you get. That was my best side.
Point the other way.
This was for Jordan.